The cosmos will continue to unfold exactly as it does, whether you do or don't do whatever you're doing. And that's not the point. The point isn't to be able to know how things are unfolding. The point is, how are you showing up to what is unfolding? And are you going along with things in a way that supports other people to be able to show up to life freely, to other beings, to be free in being alive, to really embrace this experience of embodied existence? That's a different question entirely. And someone who is operating in the world as a vehicle to ground the presence of love, awareness, dignity, and compassion in the world, no matter what they do, it has that impact because that's what they're here doing. And everything they're doing is pointed towards that. So if you make yourself an instrument to bring that into the world, because you're doing that here first, you have to really engage with that here. Like you have to tune and clean this instrument thoroughly and regularly. Then what you do is you bring that into the world no matter what you do, because that's what you're spending all your time and energy doing. That shows up in every relationship you have. That has a ripple effect outside of all of your relationships. If you show up to a protest, you're going to behave in such a way where you're grounding love, dignity, and compassion in the space that you're in, because you're an instrument for that. That's what the practices are teaching us to do. They're not teaching us to get to this place where we've transcended or become ethereal beings or are like above everything else. That's a fantasy. It's a really attractive fantasy that sells things really well, but it doesn't actually do anything very much for people who are struggling. And it certainly doesn't address the struggling that we experience. If we're trying to get over our struggles by achieving something that will take us to a next level of something, instead of confronting and observing and making peace with and grounding love into the struggle and introducing the capacity for openness and the thriving of life to happen there right in the struggle, it's worthless. So whether you go and you protest or not, that's not the point. It's, are you showing up in the world as a presence of awareness, dignity, love, and compassion?